Is IBS real or fake? Have you been diagnosed with IBS, or do you know someone who has been diagnosed with IBS? Do you know how it feels, or do you even understand how it could feel for a person who is going through that diagnosis? And what is actually IBS? Welcome to our channel. This is Orvana official channel, and this is our first video of the health series. Here we are going to explore Orvana lifestyle. We will tell you everything on how you can live healthily, happily, and you can actually let's say reverse most of the diagnoses you might have undergone or you might have, but you can put also many of the syndromes or diseases into remission just by lifestyle, and this has been proven before as well. So also on this channel you might see my wife as well, who is a nutritionist, and we both have actually felt that we have found a diet which could bring many of the diseases and syndromes to remission, and we wanted to share that with all of you guys. And during that journey, but I do want to say, and disclaimer is that I am not a doctor, I am not a certified nutritionist. Most of the experiences which I got were from my own digestion issues, me going to the doctors, getting diagnosed, and then eventually exploring the diet and then putting it in remission and feeling so relieved, and we wanted to share that experience with you. So before we start, anyway, as I said, we will be exploring more about more syndromes and more diseases which we can actually control with our lifestyle. So do subscribe to our channel. For now, let's focus on IBS, whether it's fake or real. So what actually is IBS? The full form is actually Irritable Bowel Syndrome, and it's actually called a syndrome rather than a disease. So it's basically a collection of symptoms, So when a person or let's speak about what are the symptoms that are associated and which come under IBS. So basically it could include bloating, and you having nausea, heartburns, and acid reflux, and you might either go to the bathroom too many times or too less times. So there are two kinds of IBS, which is one is constipation and one is for diarrhea. So depends. So according to my own this thing, it's like there are two kinds of people. So one usually will get the diarrhea thing, and they will basically lose weight, even though they are eating, let's say, 4 or 5 times a day and everything. And there might be few people who might have the constipation IBS, and they basically might eat very less but keep gaining weight. So these are the two body types. I think we will explore more and talk about these things more in upcoming videos. For now, so we still have many more symptoms which come under the umbrella for IBS, and that will be anxiety, depression, and having kind of a fear from heights. It's not exactly vertigo, but it's just fear of heights, and having fear of everything. Mostly you are always overthinking. That is what is anxiety is. So the mental issues, many people won't even agree they have issues actually, and that is very hard to diagnose as well. The other person who is in front of you, they have to notice the changes as you go into depression or come out of depression. But basically at least in India, what I have seen most of the time is people will just dismiss being depressed and all that. But when someone is going through the mental issues and also the digestion issues, and if these are going on a repeated basis, on a everyday basis, they do affect a person's lifestyle and the way they behave, and their confidence level and everything. So basically, coming back to whether the diagnosis is fake or not, so the literal meaning of the diagnosis of that irritable bowel syndrome, or sometimes it is also called functional dyspepsia. They are very closely related. So that basically means the doctor is telling you, we agree with you have all the symptoms, and we want to assure you that we acknowledge your symptoms, but when we do any tests, there's nothing. It's like I have gone through, for my personal experience, I went through endoscopy, colonoscopy, and then we had actually a MRI scan, and there was literally nothing. And the doctors kept telling me that it's in your mind, like initially, at least a few doctors, they were like, no, you are just being anxious, and that's what is causing your digestive symptoms. And they were like, okay, try to lead a stress-free life, and most of the things will settle. And it is tough to get a stress-free life these days, that is why we started Orvana and everything, to get away from all that. But this was a conclusion rather than a solution right now. But at that moment it was very tough to get rid of stress, and life in general. You do get stressful moments and everything. It is part of life right now as it is going on. So then I switched to actually dietary changes thing, and eventually found a connection between the mental and the gut connection thing, and that actually made sense later. So but basically, as it comes to diagnosis, they have told you, okay, we didn't find anything, you will have to fix it yourself, kind of thing, and which is very frustrating actually. Another thing, maybe a very important thing would be, and this would be very essential for someone who has IBS, whether we can put it in remission or not. It's a very great question, and from my personal experience, you can put it in remission. I can assure you that. It will take some effort, it will take some lifestyle changes, basically food changes, and then how you buy your food, how you consume your food, how you store your food. Everything matters, and the moment you change those things, you will see a huge difference. And basically the biggest difference which I saw in myself was, when I have IBS, I'm very anxious, I won't talk much, and I'm underconfident, and I don't like the taste of food usually. I don't like anything I'm eating. That's basically because of I will have this acid reflux, and then my mouth will taste bad and stuff. But let's say when I put it in remission, that's when I'm the most confident guy in the world. Like I feel I'm like over the cloud, and I feel very healthy, I feel confident, and I won't have any digestion symptoms, and I won't have any cravings. Like I'm not craving for food all the time. It's like you eat your lunch, you work, you eat your dinner, you work, you all sleep, and then next day repeat. It shouldn't be like I'm always thinking about food, and that's one of the symptoms for IBS. Many people won't discuss. And food addiction is also something which people will never acknowledge, and IBS is something which can lead or push people towards having higher food cravings, and then giving up, not able to stick to a diet and everything. I do assure you, we do have tips and tricks for that as well. And for now, we are not doing any personal consultation on anything. We are just going to share all the information we have, and we hope it makes someone's life better. So that would be the main goal for this health series, and let's hope you guys will benefit from whatever information we are sharing on this channel. Do subscribe to our channel. We will be sharing tips and tricks on how to get rid of IBS, and many more, as I said earlier. I hope it will help you. And if you have been diagnosed with IBS, do comment below and let us know if it felt relevant, or was it helpful or not helpful, that kind of a diagnosis. I know it could take a toll on mental health for some people, but many people might be like at least relieved that we have some diagnosis in hand, and somebody acknowledged that I have something. That is that actually calms people down a bit. but at the same time I do want to know how it felt to you guys and how you were able to tackle it, or how you are tackling it right now, or if you need any more help on it. As we will be sharing more videos, you will definitely come to know, and I hope you will put that in remission. So I'll see you guys in another video, and have a nice day. See ya.